The Invention of Pokemon. In February of 1996, a Japanese man named Satoshi Tajiri invented a card game called Pokemonsters. The name of this game eventually evolved into Pokemon. The first Pokemon video game series was released during October 1996 after Satoshi made Pokemon. It influenced games, anime, and Japanese culture. This popular franchise became a turning point because it created something new for people. Today, Pokemon is one of the most popular games in the world. The franchise went from cards to video games to TV shows and even movies in only 27 years. When you're a kid and you get your first bike, you want to go somewhere you've never been before. That's like Pokemon, a quote from Satoshi. In the early 1990s, Satoshi was inspired to create Pokemon because he enjoyed going out to the woods and catching bugs. Satoshi would go out and catch bugs, birds, small mammals, and animals, and he would study them, which helped him make most Pokemon based on insects and animals. He was also inspired by his love for anime, or Japanese animation, along with arcade games. He would go to the arcade with his friends, which made him make the games, and would also watch anime, which got him to make Pokemon TV shows, which is now the biggest money-making anime series. Writer Tajiri and illustrator Sujimori thought the scene at the arcade didn't look all that good. Satoshi spent 6 years working on his project to share his ideas with Nintendo. Pocket Monsters, later known as Pokemon, was approved by Nintendo and was later turned into a card game on February 20, 1996. After the idea of Pokemon was introduced to Nintendo, Satoshi and Sujimori, the number of customers the arcade got increased dramatically. Pokemon was approved and became a huge success on February 20, 1996. Tajiri later created his own company called Game Freak. In just a short period of time, Satoshi's first game, Pokemon Red and Blue, had sold over 31 million copies, which made over $64 million. Pokemon changed the way people saw Japanese culture. At most, Pokemon were based on Japanese mythical creatures, which impacted mobile games with its very own mobile game, Pokemon Go, bringing in over $1.4 billion of revenue by 2019. This was even ranked 6th among us free-to-play games with 147 million monthly active users by 2018. Since Pokemon is still growing rapidly in popularity, the franchise in 2023 was estimated a value of $92 billion.